Alright, this is my friend David's third game that he wanted me to look at, so let's look at it. Turn off Stockfish. Double King's Pawn. Italian game, it's what I also play. Castles, I'll probably just play d4 right away, but nothing wrong with castles. Again, I would play d4, but nothing wrong with c3. And I guess c3 is not optimal because you got to take the time out to play rook d1 or d3. I guess even d3 is fine, but I mean, you want to play d4. So okay, you get d4 in, and so yeah, this is the first critical position, and yeah, black has a threat here. Let's just make some nonsense move, and if you take with the queen, you're losing this pawn. But something to remember is that two bishops is worth something. The space in the center is worth something. So actually, and I admit I got this move from the computer. If I was playing this in a game, I would definitely hesitate here. Problem is you can't play this because this pawn hangs, and you could play this. Actually, no, you can't even play that because this pawn also hangs. So you kind of have to make some sacrifice, and in this case, this is the best sacrifice to make here. You have a beautiful center here, and it's true that if he takes, you can't take with the queen without losing this pawn. But you can take with the pawn, and these pawns are pretty solid. You have to be a little careful, black somehow coming in here, but he can never play f5 as long as your bishop's here. And this bishop's nice, aiming his king. You can duck over. I'm not saying he should play this move or you should play this move right now. We're just talking about ideas, and yeah, white's definitely not worse, and it's probably better. So, so what you played in the game was pretty bad. D5 is bad, and the reason is you're helping black play what he wants to play anyway. And then here's the move that's really bad. Queen b3 is just pretty terrible. Like, these pieces are looking at the pawn. Now you were worried about your pawns getting doubled, but now they're getting doubled anyway. In this situation, you have to just suck it up and bring your bishop back, and you're still fine here. Still fine. You have more space, probably about equal. So, but this is what happens, and now he has remember another position. His knight was back here, and your bishop was very good, stopping his f pawn, putting pressure on his king side. But now this position is very different. He's got all these pieces that can come around your king, and this pawn is very weak. It's defended only by the queen. If you lose this, you get forked. Black doesn't even really have to play this b6 move because white's not really threatening to take this because then he would then he'd lose the f3 pawn and his rook too. So not entirely necessary. But bishop f5 is another not the best move. This bishop is really bad and the king is weak, so this might be better to fianchetto probably and get the queen off guard duty over here, and then you can develop. If you oops, excuse me. Oh, I hate these arrows once they start. Okay, if you fianchetto the bishop here, then you have more options with this bishop. You could put it here because you don't have to worry about this pawn. And once you get that out, get the knight out. Black does have this backward c pawn, so it's not totally the end of the world. But instead, bishop f4 and knight d7. Oops, black could also try to hunt down this bishop and bring more pieces over in the vicinity of white's king. open up the bishop and queen. But okay, this is not a bad move for black. And then after this, white's just done. You forgot about your pawn. And this is almost resignable. I would probably resign this in an online game, honestly, especially if my intention was to improve and not just to let off steam. I mean, if you're playing to just let off steam and you're mad and you want to win, especially if you're playing someone lower rated, I guess keep playing. But if your intention is to learn, there's not so much to learn from this game after this. And yeah, black's going to trade off more pieces and or open the white king. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. White's just busted. And yeah, now the queens are coming off. White's king's exposed. Yeah, especially after you lose a piece. You should just resign this and play a new game. There's not too much to learn. So, in summary, the main problems were with the opening. C3 is a little slow here. I mean, I would just play d4 right away. Okay, you have two center pawns, but here, yeah, d5 is awful. You gotta play knight c3. You gotta take on these double pawns. It's a little risky, but you have more than enough. This bishop. I mean, again, if you compare this to the game, let's jump ahead. If you compare that position to this position, where you're getting double pawns anyway, it's no contest. So, hope you got something out of this video, and I will see you in the next one.